Welcome everyone to Nikki Loves Books. We got a bookish box to unbox together. I was supposed to have another unboxing come out midweek, and this unboxing was actually supposed to come out this weekend, but holy smokes, the amount of attention that I got on my TikTok video about Owlcrate's bullshit damaged book replacement policy was a lot bigger than I expected. So I kind of got overwhelmed with that. There was a lot of comments, there's a lot of traction. And then, of course, this weekend was my birthday, and so I did have a lot of things to get ready because I was having guests over. And then my 9 to 5 job just like blew up in my face, and I had this huge project that the deadline was this week, and so I had to finish that. And of course, that was when work just got super, super busy outside of that project. So I was like putting out fires left and right. It's been a wild week. I apologize for lateness. We're gonna do my Bookish Box unboxing today. Tomorrow we will have our first Darkly box unboxing for 2024. And then we will do the unboxing together of the news box that I just subscribed to and hoping that I love it. But before we get there, I do want to make a huge announcement. And so for those of you who didn't know, Owlcrate had sent me a book that was bound upside down, which wasn't too pleased about, especially for the cost of the books. So I did reach out to them, and they let me know that their policy on upside down books is that it's really up to their discretion about whether they offer a replacement because the books are still readable. I, of course, was not unhappy with that decision, so I did a YouTube video about it and a TikTok video, and the TikTok video did get a lot of traction. But anyway, Owlcrate just emailed me this morning and let me know that they are amending the policy. So now the policy will be that they always offer either or. So it will be now our choice whether we want to accept the points or if we want a replacement book. And that's how the policy should have been from the beginning. So very, very happy with that outcome, and hopefully I'll get a replacement book soon. One thing that still sucks about their policy, to get a replacement book, they actually make you cut one of the pages and then run a permanent marker at the bottom of the book. That way there's no resale value, which I understand, but I kind of wish that they would take their damaged books back so that they can sell it to people for a discounted price that do want it. The way I see it, the best way to do this is for them to actually have really good quality inspection, and any damaged or defective books to put to the side. Make sure that all the copies subscribers get are as close to perfection as possible, and then they can take the defective and or damaged books that are still readable and offer it to the public for a discounted price. I think that would be kind of the best way to deal with damaged and defective books, because they do happen and a lot of times in printing, but they need to make sure that these damaged or defective books don't go to subscribers. So those are my thoughts. I'm just really happy that at least Owlcrate is now offering us the choice, and I will be able to get a replacement for this. So that is it for the Owlcrate update. Let's go ahead and go into our unboxing for Bookish Box. So excited to unbox our first official Bookish Box of 2024. Bookish Box does seem to be closing the gap. Only going to be 3 months behind now, which is a lot better than their 6 months that they were doing for a really long time. And I'm actually really excited to have something other than young adult book. So Bookish Box has now shifted. So they used to offer a young adult box and then their adult box. Now it is just going to be the Bookish Box and then the Darkly box. So the Bookish Box, if I'm not mistaken, is adult romance with fantasy. So romanticies a lot of the time. And then the Darkly box is going to be dark romance. I am so here for it. I will say that while I love young adult books, I'm kind of getting over it. I don't know what it is, but I'm not enjoying them as much as I used to. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older, or maybe I just want my smut. But regardless, I am excited for this change, and I can't wait to see what we have in our box and what book we got this month. So getting into the newsletter, unfortunately, the beginning is still the same thing, which I was hoping that they would change, but it's welcome to Bookish Box. They have different options just in case you didn't know. Then it does go into the items of this box, which we're going to skip for now because I'll read them as I reveal each item. Then it does go into our Darkly box for the month. So it is still one newsletter for both boxes, which I get it. It's probably cost effective to just do them all in one newsletter instead of 2 separate printings. They did include some recommendations if you end up liking the books in each box, which is great. So that way you can add some more books to your TBR, which is probably endless like mine. Then they've highlighted some items in the book shop, which is always a great place to find bookish inspired items, especially the clothing. They also have some information about a book club, and then they also have their Spotify playlist. We have a word search, which offers sneak peeks into the box for next month. So that would be the February boxes. Then they've given us some information about how to make good content. And then lastly, we have some information about the Bookish social fam. Most importantly, though, is our theme. And our theme for our Bookish box in January 2024 is Cursed Vows. So our first item is a puffy sleeve. I was just talking about these in one of my other videos because I have learned to love book sleeves. It is a great way to protect my books, especially when I lay them down on like counters or the table and I'm not paying attention to like something spilled. I am a very klutzy, clumsy person. So any spillage or crumbs in my house is most likely my fault. Maybe my cat's, but most of the time it's my fault. So here is our Kingdom of Stars and Shadows inspired book sleeve. It is so pretty. Love the blue. And of course we had to have the snake. And I absolutely loved that book. I've only read the first one. I haven't finished the trilogy because I'm still waiting on books 2 and 3 from Bookish Box. Trying to wait patiently, but I'm like, I've been dying to finish the series. And I will be using my book sleeve when I read them. Puffy book sleeve. Give your most beloved books the cushiony comfort they deserve with this puffy book sleeve inspired by A Kingdom of Stars and Shadows by Holly Renee. Designed by at the Bookish Box. Next we have Miss Willa Collins Bookstore Tote Vase. I probably butchered that last name, but we're just going to move on. I have no idea what this is from. Don't recognize the name at all. While I don't recognize this at all, it is super cute. Tote-shaped vase. Miss Willa Collins Bookstore Tote Vase is a love story between two timeless arts, books and blooms. With its unique design and antique aesthetics, it's an art piece that whispers stories of long-lost tales and forgotten corners of the world. Inspired by the Blood and Ash series by Jennifer L. Armentrout, designed by at the Bookish Box. And that is why I did not recognize it, is I have not read from Blood and Ash series yet, which I want to read the prequel series first, and I believe those books I'm still waiting on from Bookish Box. I really want to read from Blood and Ash, and because I'm missing all the references on these really cool items. This is super adorable. Next, we have a pen, which I think this is like the third one we've gotten from Bookish Box lately. Feel the surge of power and beauty coursing through the veins of the Lyessa pen, waiting to be unleashed into the canvas of your paper. Let every word you write echo the power, the beauty, the queen that you are, inspired by A Shadow in the Ember by Jennifer L. Armentrout, designed by at the Bookish Box. While Bookish Box has done multiple pens lately, this one is super cool. I think it's like flowers or something. Like, I don't know, but it's very cool. I have not read A Shadow in the Ember, and I believe that is the first book in the prequel series before From Blood and Ash. Those are the books that I'm waiting for from Bookish Box. So next up we have this box. So this is the collection item that Bookish Box is doing this year. And from what I know, these items are different box to box, so not everyone gets the same thing. So this is their literary lead light bookmark. Introducing the first collection of 2024's literary lead light bookmarks. This month's theme is Weapons of Romance and features stained glass pieces inspired by our favorite characters' weapons. The fandoms featured are the Bridge Kingdom series by Danielle L. Jensen, Fate and Flame series by K.A. Tucker, King of Battle and Blood by Scarlett St. Clair, designed by at No One Designs. So the Bridge Kingdom one is rare, the Fate and Flame series one is extra rare, and King of Battle and Blood is legendary. Again, not everyone's going to have the same thing. So let's go ahead and open my box and see which one I got. And thankfully they have a key on the box. Like, I would not know which one was which. So they do have pictures of all three of them, so you know which one you got. So here is mine. So mine is Fate and Flame series. Yeah, so that is my bookmark. And then our last bookish item before we get onto the book is our art print. Our February 2024 Bookish Box theme announcement by the amazing at Natalie Bernard Art features Evie Sage and her broody boss from Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mahir. Can you resist the dangerous allure in next month's theme? So I have not read Assistant to the Villain, but it definitely sounds and looks like a book I would enjoy from this art print. So that is super cute. And I love Natalie Bernard's art, so I'm so happy that they kept her for the art prints. So favorite items, I would definitely have to say the book sleeve. I loved it, loved that series. So really happy to have that book sleeve and like I said earlier, book sleeves are something that I use on a regular. I also really love this vase. This might be something that I box up and put aside for now though, because I don't have room. The pen I also thought was pretty cool, and pens are always useful, especially in my life. So yeah, overall I liked this box. I wasn't wowed by anything, but I still enjoyed the items that I got. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts on the items in this box. Next up, we're revealing our book, and let's go ahead and open it. So our book this month is The Crown of Oaths and Curses by J. Bree. I can't remember if I've read anything by J. Bree before, but she's an author that I definitely do know. I have books on my TBR that I want to read by her. Our feature title is The Crown of Oaths and Curses by J. Bree. I devoted my life to a king who was not my own. On the road to ultimate honor and glory, I lost everything. Now in a world ravaged by the whims of those who rule, I must turn my back on a lifetime of friendships and loyalties to face my own fate. The Savage Prince. Heir to the high faith throne of the southern lands, he's known for his brutality and cold heart. But with the kingdom on the brink of ruin, I have no choice but to seek him out. The war between the Fae and the witches rages, and there's no end in sight. My destiny is clear. Help the prince defeat his enemies before it's too late. One small problem. I am Rooksbane Evening Star, the favored child returned, a witch of the woods, the greatest enemy of my fate's blessed mate. So obviously I'm going to assume that this is an enemies to lovers romantasy, and I'm very, very excited. Let's go ahead and take a look at all our details for our exclusive edition. We of course have an exclusive cover, which is very, very pretty. Comes with beautiful stenciled edges. I love the details on this. Beautiful reverse dust jacket art. And to be honest, I might flip my cover over to have this be on the outside. We have a foiled hardcover case, illustrated end papers, and it of course is signed by the author. So that is it for all our details of our beautiful edition of The Crown of Oaths and Curses. I'm really, really excited to read this. So when can I read it? So right now I'm reading The Warm Hands of Ghosts, so ignore that sign in the background. I forgot to change it. But I'm reading The Warm Hands of Ghosts, which was the adult Owl Crate book from March. They're a little late on shipping that to us. And then I will be reading probably the second book in my newish box that I got, which that unboxing will be coming out on Wednesday. And then I can get to The Crown of Oaths and Curses. But yeah, a lot of books to read, and so excited and very blessed to be able to have all these boxes. Make sure to like this video if you want to see me do more unboxings, and let me know in the comments below your thoughts about this box, about the book, anything. Always love to hear from you guys, and I will catch you next time. Thanks so much for being here.